Welcome to Sacred Wandering with Keira Brinton. My friend, this is a corner of the world where time stops, where the noise in our minds quiet, where we have soft hearts and we open our palms and we ask. This is a place where we receive. I invite you to join me as we wander through the sacred together. Welcome to Sacred Wandering. Good morning, my love. I welcome you into this space. I took a few days off for my birthday, and for the weekend, me and Juliet, my best friend and business partner, brought all of our children together in the JOA house here in Idaho for a weekend of my birthday, my son's birthday, the celebration that my book is live, and also that we've been best friends for 2.5 years and our children have never met. And so we spent the most magical weekend with our 9 children, Juliet's husband, and the JOA house. And the JOA house is this beautiful, special home that we use here in Idaho to bring authors to come and write their books. It's holy, it's beautiful, it's sacred, and it is such a joy to bring authors here. And it was such a joy to have our children in this home together. So I am well rested and well nourished. My heart is filled. I got to bring my son home from Nashville for this, and it was just everything. And if you ever want to come sit with me to channel your book, please send me a DM. I would love for you to be here with me at this JOA house and sit in prayer and receive. There's nothing more beautiful than that. So today we're going to begin with our beautiful prayer and this meditation. I want to change the meditation a bit today, as I do. And normally we breathe in love, but today we're going to breathe in miracles and we're going to breathe out survival. So often we get stuck in these patterns of survival. It's actually just it's a DNA code that has been passed down from the beginning of time when humans just had to survive. But we get stuck in that loop. And when we get stuck in the loop of survival, we cannot create miracles. We cannot create the life that we want. And so we're going to breathe in the frequency of miracles and we're going to breathe out the survival code. All right. So palms up, shoulders back. Let's go. Breathing in miracles. Breathing out survival. And again, letting the frequency of miracles move into the very nucleus of every cell in your body and breathing out survival. Let's go one more. And out. I've been deep in the rewiring of this, in the rewiring of the survival mechanism. And on one of these mornings, when I was deep in rewiring this code, I was going in and changing the DNA code of survival. This was the message that God gave me. And sometimes God just has a little bit of a sense of humor, which I enjoy. This is one of those. These are the words I received. Stop swallowing knives. Stop touching fire. Just opt out of what is causing you pain and allow for softness, allow for love, allow for wonder, allow for joy. Sink into bliss. It's so funny, right? It's almost like this vision I saw was survival is this mechanism that has ran our lives and has been possibly the winning racehorse. But then it just starts to, die because it's not really truth. And it's not really our knowingness. It's just a mechanism. And mechanisms lose power. Mechanisms break. Mechanisms die. And survival is only a mechanism. It's not your truest self. It's not your knowingness. It's not your soul. It's not your purpose. It's just a mechanism. But we have it running. And while it's running inside of us, it attracts in opportunities for that survival mode to thrive, right? Which means that we're opting in for swallowing the knives and touching the fire. Like we're opting in for pulling in relationships that activate survival, for pulling in financial situations that activate survival, so that the survival mode has like gas to keep running. And if we opt out, we say, no, I'm not living like this anymore. I refuse to live in survival. If we opt out of it and we activate the magnet of miracles, then the magnet of miracles within us attracts in different opportunities, healthy relationships, more abundance, more wonderful connections. And then the gas for our survival mechanism is depleted. Just opt out of what's causing you pain. I know that sounds like, oh, much easier said than done. Sure. Also, everything is on belief. Everything in your life is based around belief. And so when we understand that, we actually become the masters of our universe and we become the creators of our world. And while we may get this for a glimpse, it is not something that sticks around. It is something that must be practiced daily. The choice to be the creator of our lives. And so today, as we go into prayer, I'm going to invite you to pick up whatever it is that currently in your life is activating the survival mode inside of you. Maybe it's finances, maybe it's your relationships, maybe it's your health. You're going to pick it up, whatever is activating and giving the survival mode gas, and you're going to put it into God. And then out, letting God take it. We're going to ask that God will touch our cells, that our cells may match the frequency of God, that our cells may match the frequency of miracles, of softness, of love, of wonder, of joy, of bliss. May these be what are coded into our cells. Then we're going to ask that God will give us a blessing that we may receive the words that God has for us. And I'm going to be quiet while you pray. You're going to take a nice deep breath in and out. You're going to open your palms and you're ask God, what is the number one action you need me to take today? You're going to hear it. You're going to write it down. And then we're going to call on our angels and ask that they will help us. They will lead us and guide us and direct us today, that we may be of the greatest service to our purpose, to our mission, to our work, to God, and to us, that we may live a life that is filled with joy, that we may live a life that is filled with purpose, that we may live a life of wonder. And today, as you walk about today, focus on being the magnet for miracles and to watch the need for survival to dissipate. And with that, I thank you for wandering into the sacred with me. And I will see you tomorrow morning in our prayer corner. Thank you for wandering into the sacred with me today. If this episode moved or inspired you, I encourage you to share it. Think of someone who needs this message today and text it to them. Let's add more light to the world by welcoming people into our prayer corner together. I also want to invite you to create your own prayer corner at home, a space set apart where you can return again and again to hear God's voice. To support you, I've created the Sacred Space course, which guides you step by step in locating, creating, and dedicating your very own sacred space. You're also welcome into the Sacred Wandering Facebook group, where you can share the blessings that God is giving you and be uplifted by others walking this path. You can find both of these resources in the show notes, or just send me a DM on Instagram at Keira Brinton, and me or my team will send them directly to you. I want to thank you for being one of the rare humans who chooses to sit at the foot of God, to ask, listen, and do. And as always, I want to thank you for wandering into the sacred with me.